Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the official Transformers Collectors Convention 2003 exclusive Transformers Universe Shadow Striker and Roulette. So this lovely pair I managed to pick up at TFCon DC this year. I got it from the Captured Prey stand, and they were selling it at a very good price. They're both mint in box. The packaging is practically near mint. There's only like a couple of tears, holes in the plastic wrap around it, but for the most part, it's in good shape. And I'm very surprised for the price they were selling it for. But since we have such an occasion, I figured we might as well take a look at this special box. So it's a very long box since you have the big window gap there for both Shadow Striker and Roulette to be seen. On the front you have an image of Shadow Striker, and she is a Decepticon. She's Decepticon Reconnaissance. And then over here you have the sister Roulette. Autobot Sharpshooter Roulette, Autobot symbol. Warning, this is a choking hazard. This is for ages 5 up. On the top, you see the cars on the top, and holy crap, that light is being annoying. I'll turn that off for now, so it's not reflecting too much. There's the sticker I got. Yeah, you can see it was $45 for the Viper Sisters. And in box, the same artwork from before is there and there. Transformers Universe. On this side, well, let's go to this side first. You see different artwork for Roulette and Shadow Striker, but you see stock images of the toys, and then you got Autobot Roulette, Decepticon Shadow Striker. On the side, same thing, that same artwork, the same stock images, Autobot Roulette, Decepticon Shadow Striker. On the back, you have a cross-sell for the other convention exclusive Sideswipe and Sunstreaker. And then you have the same artwork, the two cars, Autobot Roulette, Shadow Striker. Info about the Transformers convention that year that apparently took place in Chicago at the end of July. And then on the bottom, you get some very nice artwork from the comic that year, and then you also get full-on tech specs for them, and also like a brief description of, like, I guess the plot of this universe. I didn't actually read that before this, but yeah, there's all that information, and all this detail will be listed in the description like normal, like I normally do. But that's all there is to say on the box. So I'm going to open this up, and then we will get into looking at the toys themselves. And we're back with the toys out of the box. And while I was opening the packaging, I discovered why exactly I got these two at the price that I thought was so incredibly good for complete figures mint in box. The simple answer was they weren't. They had clearly been taken out of the packaging before. I couldn't tell by looking at the box. The box is pretty much mint, and they were tied down inside the packaging, so I thought they were whole and the box had never been opened. But it turns out it was, because my first indication was when I pulled the inside of it out. There were no instructions. There were no instructions included, and it was like, oh, well, that's odd. I would have thought they came with instructions, but no matter, they're still complete. So I'll be able to just Google or find a YouTube video to show me how to transform them if I can't figure them out myself. And then I was transforming them, and I realized something. They are missing 2 of their accessories. They are supposed to come with like a little handheld, like small pistol that can also be like a knife thing. It's a little weird, but you can see it on, let me bring the box in. That is supposed to be included with them, and it is not. Also, they are supposed to have a missile that goes with their missile launcher that neither of them include as well. Yeah, both of them are both missing their silver pistol knives and both of their missiles. So that makes me certainly an unhappy camper because of that. But we already said the review. I already planned this video is going out when it's going to be going up. So let's continue on with the review as best we can. So let's start by taking a closer look at Shadow Striker in her vehicle mode. But well, actually, before that, I will note both of them are based off the Dodge Viper, and both of them are actually licensed Dodge Vipers, and which is notable because at the time the Hasbro didn't like get licenses to replicate real world vehicles. That wasn't a thing until the Alternators toy line in the mid 2000s, and then the Michael Bay movies started. So then that's where they actually started getting actual licenses to recreate cars in toy form. But these two are an exception, and so was the original toy they were based on. Well, only in the super the Sideburn super form. Not his regular form, but that's getting too far off track. So we have Shadow Striker being a predominantly black body with some nice blue racing stripes going down the middle, silver and gold chrome 8-cylinder engine. It looks like to be 8 cylinders, I'd say. Yeah, 8. And a nice Decepticon symbol on the top, even though if you look back here, there's an Autobot symbol on her forearm. Oops, I forgot the light. On her forearm right there. But that's because this is the first toys that actually had new tooling of any kind, and it's just their head, so they kind of left that there. But that's fine. At the very, very front, you can see the actual logo for the Dodge Viper on the front there. Also the lights are in a nice in an interesting plastic that makes them there, and then the windshield here is transparent plastic, not translucent like yeah, this is transparent, not and I was talking in the Quick Strike video yesterday about how it was transparent plastic, but that was actually translucent plastic. But this is actually transparent since you can see straight through it. And then you get to the back, you get a little bit of gold on the rear headlights and the wheels. There's 4 wheels. They are painted silver. And the tires even have a funny little thing. Not sure if you're going to be able to read it properly, but it says TF Cybertron on the tires, which is a nice touch. And they also feel like they are rubber tires, so that's interesting. And then underneath you have robot bits and parts. And actually, this is a very weird one to transform, and we'll get into that after we take a closer look at Shadow Striker's sister, Roulette. As opposed to Shadow Striker, she is predominantly silver with two purple racing stripes and an Autobot symbol up there. The clear plastics are the same, the engines are colored the same, the tires are the same, and the rear lights are the same. The main differences are the larger swaths of paint being the silver and purple on her and the black and blue on Shadow Striker. Again, rubber tires, and then there's the underneath of Roulette. And as both of them have 4 functioning wheels, they are able to roll, though I do see that they tend to don't want to roll straight, but tend to roll off at an angle to their right a bit. But that's all to say about them in their. Oh, one more fun thing is because of how the transformation works, you can actually open their car doors. So you can do that even though all you see inside is robot bits. But you can open the car doors, so that's just a nice smaller touch. But now we will get into some size comparisons. Here they are with Legends class Bumblebee. And oh god, this is going to be tricky. You can see how they scale next to Bumblebee. Here they are with Deluxe class chrome dome. Deluxe class chrome dome right there. You can see they're about the same length. Chrome dome is a bit wider, I think. Yeah, I think he's a little wider, or they're just as wide as him. So that's chrome dome. Here they are with leader Megs. And you can see, oh, I gotta get the camera up here. You can see how they scale. Whoops. And leader class 6 shot. This time 6 shot can stand on his own, so I can just do that, and you can see how they scale together. So now that's done. Let's move on to the transformation. Their transformations are the exact same, so I'm only going to go over one of their transformations, and then I will just skip over to having the other one done. But for right now, let's roll right along to their robot modes, and I will transform Shadow Striker since she gets the first name on the package. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull the doors out to start making room, and then you're gonna take the panels here, and you'll pull the bumper off that way. These tabs go into slots in the bumper, if you can see them, and then now that's out of the way, you can pull all these panels out to get things moving, and then you come to the back, you pull what will be the missile launcher off. The missile launcher tabs into that hole at the bottom there and does form the bumper, but now that's out of the way, you can get the arm working out of the way, and then you can fold the legs out and fold the feet out, and then you can fold the other leg out and fold the feet out, and you got the legs done. And that's the easy part, because the rest of this is going to be a pain in the butt. And you will see why very shortly. So you're going to have to configure, get the roof around the waist a bit. Best I find is turning the waist and getting that around there, and once that's through, you straightening the waist back out, and then these pieces, the hood and door bits, you can pull back on the ball joints to get them out of the way. Okay, so now we've done that. You're gonna want to take this this arm, which you can see that's the arm, and you're gonna want to untab it from where it is. The unfortunate thing is that's tricky. It was a lot looser on Roulette's. There we go. And then that tab goes into that slot right there. And then this whole thing is going to flip out on that hinge. And then you're going to want to rotate that whole thing 360 and fold it back in with the tire sticking, and then you're going to want to get the bumper out of the way. And then you're going to fold the arm up like so, and you're going to have to fold you're going to have to rotate the arm and fold the window, the roof of the car around in order to be at properly oriented position. It just takes a lot of fiddling, and this is the position you're going to have to want to get it into. But now that's done, you can collapse the assembly down to form her chest, and then flip up her. Actually, don't flip up her head yet, because you need you gotta flip the bumper around and fold it down, and rotate that arm forward, And then you can flip the head up. And then the back, you just kind of angle these bits into a position you like. And there you have Shadow Striker in robot mode. And like I said, it's the exact same transformation for Roulette. So I'm gonna break right here, and then I'll come back when Roulette has been transformed. And we're back with Roulette and Shadow Striker in their robot modes. And as you can tell from the clunkiness of the transformation, the issue with them and also on the other figures sharing their mold is that the car parts don't integrate into their robot modes at all. At best, you get like these tires being on the thighs, but that's more so integrated because that's a piece directly attached to their legs. All the other bits, like if you just popped off the ball joints, they wouldn't be able to turn into a complete car. The only thing that's like really attached to them are the tires. And it makes for a kind of kibbly robots. But that's more a fault of the mold rather than the characters, but that is still very much a concern. But let's take a closer look at these two. So you can see Shadow Striker's head. It's got a helmet to it. It's got some red eyes, gold face, and a bit of pink lipstick on there. The chest is the engine block from the car mode, but also you got some blue sticking out and some gold as well. A little bit of silver and black and gold down there. And then the legs are, the lower legs are blue with some black there and gold feet. And then the arms are pretty much pure black with just the blue Autobot symbol right there because of the rest of that. And then everything else is kibbles and bits. And now taking a look at Roulette. She has the same head sculpt as her sister, except she's got blue eyes and a silver face and an orange helmet. She's got the same chest because she has the same colored engine block as her sister, but all of her chest is orange, and down here it's mostly black in the pelvic region with highlights of silver and purple. The lower legs are painted in silver, but she has the same black where her sister does. Though I must say this is a very, very shiny purple. She's also got the same gold feet as her sister, and her arms are also pretty much mostly black, except for the purple Autobot symbol she's got going on there. And again, the rest of her body is just kibble and bits wherever you can best place it. So, like I mentioned before, I'm missing their pistols and the missiles that go with them, but I do have their missile launchers because they do form out of the bumper, and they are able to hold them by these posts. So, and they are able to store and they're able to be held in both of their hands, like so. But if you don't want them there, you can have them stored on the bumper, the front bumper, like that. And that, oh my god, that just makes everything so much more clunky. Like it's enough that you got an entire bumper on one shoulder, but you get now you want to store two bumpers on one shoulder, the front and the back. And oh my god, that's crap. That is clunky. Yeah. I can't talk about the other accessories since I don't have any other version of this toy, of these molds, so I don't know what kind of interactivity they have with their other accessories or storage for their other accessories. But now that's all there is. Oh wait, articulation. This is going to be fun. Their heads are on ball joints, so they're able to rotate at 360, and they're able to mostly nod back, partly because of transformation, because that's on a hinge, and they can't really look down. Their arms are on ball joints, so they're able to rotate a full 360. They have a thigh, an upper arm swivel, allowing that to rotate full 360. This arm is able to bend at nearly 90 degrees, at 180 degrees because of transformation. And this elbow, that elbow is also able to bend at 180 degrees as well. And the shield, you are able to fiddle with exactly where the shield positions because of how it hinges. You can also fiddle with the bumper placement, and you can also especially fiddle with these backs, since you got that that ball joint there and that hinge bit there. But continuing on, waist, you can swivel that for 360. I'll do this side because of how it all is. Legs are on ball joints, able to go that far forward, that far back, and that far out because of this bit running into the chest, this like wheel assembly section bit running into the chest. The knees are able to hinge and be on that ball joint and go all the way back and that far forward, so you can really break your knees. And then that's also allows that to rotate 360 degrees, and then the lower feet are able to pivot down and up that much because they are on ball joints, and only the lightest ankle tilt in there, but there is some ankle tilt. And then Roulette, who has just fallen, has the same articulation as her sister, but now it is time for some more size comparisons. Once I get these two looking decent with their kipple on their back. Yeah, that looks good. Here they are with, need to make a little room here. But here they are with Legends class Bumblebee. And you can see how they scale with him. Deluxe class Chrome Dome. And they come just a tad shorter than his head. Voyager class Megatron. And you can see they kind of come up in the middle of his, like a little bit below that gray panel there. Leader class 6-shot. You can see how they scale with him. And of course, with the channel mascots, Soundwave and Wheeljack. And that's how they look with them. So, overall, I like having these toys. They're nice figures. They're neat that they're females, since those are so rare, especially in toy form, in Transformers. The base mold they were based off on was not a good mold because, oh my god, everything is panels. The size of the lips are a little weird to me, but that's a very minor point compared to the panels. And just my view of them is a little sour just because of my experience with getting them, with having thought I was buying them complete in a box, and they were not. I have now learned to not trust anything that is in a box to be complete. And I learned my lesson the hard way, so I'll be hunting down for the remaining accessories to make sure they are complete, because I do enjoy having them. I had mentioned that the price I paid for them would have been a wonderful price to pay for them out of the box but complete, but I'm going to be putting more money into getting them, so that's again unfortunate. If you happen to see them for a good price and you do think these are interesting, want more females on your shelf, I recommend getting them. If you're not that crazy about them, this is a pretty good pass. However, just because again of how kibbly they are, and it's a little convoluted to get them transformed. But that's all I have to say on them, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, please consider donating on my Patreon page to help support the channel. All of the links will be in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.